Y'all, do you ever feel like there's just too many options to figure out how to increase your sales? Try this trick, do this trick. You have to have free shipping. You have to have free returns. There's so many different options and how to figure it out. So today's video, I am walking you through a step-by-step guide to help you increase those sales on eBay. Increase those sales on eBay, a step-by-step guide. This is a PDF. You can purchase it down below if you would like to have access to it, because it's going to work regardless of, oh, the economy's bad, I'm changing categories, my sales are down because of XYZ. Whatever it is, it's an ongoing guide that is going to help you. There's also links in the guide that are going to take you directly to the videos on how to do the task as well. So let's get into it. The first thing, you cannot increase your sales until you are the best that you can be. If your store is not good, if you are not the best that you can be right now, anything else that you do is not going to be fruitful, is not going to be optimized, because your base is not there, right? So make sure that your base, that everything that you're doing right now is the best that it can be before you try any new strategies, before you try any more listings, before you try anything else. Work on what is happening right now. And the first thing to do is check your store health. Like I said, there's a video. So if you purchase this PDF, it'll take you directly to the video on what exactly you need to do to look at your store's health. But essentially what this is doing is making sure that what's happening in your store right now is as healthy as it can be. If you have small things happening in your store right now, the bigger you get, the more you try to increase your sales, the bigger those holes get. So walking through your store health and figuring out, making sure that your eBay store, even if you're an itty bitty tiny seller, even if you're a huge seller, making sure your store health is optimal before you move on to any other strategies. The second thing is pulling a listing quality report. Again, if you click on this, if you buy the PDF, I'm not trying to sell you the PDF. You can find these on my YouTube channel. These are all videos that I've done in the past. It's just an easy guide to get you there. But if you click on the underlining, it's going to take you to how to pull a listing quality report and how to understand it, right? This is going to make sure that your listings are optimized. Until your listings are the best that they can be, until you're getting organic traffic, no matter what you do isn't going to happen. Having a healthy store and then making sure that your listings are the best that they can be. The next thing is check your seller status. This kind of goes into store health, but it's a whole separate thing. Again, there's a video in what I mean by this, but it's essentially going through and making sure that you're not below standard, that you don't have any open cases going on, right? Because if you're trying all of these new strategies, but you're below standard, they're not going to work, because eBay is not, they have said if you're below standard, they don't want to necessarily promote you on their website. They're not going to be showing you as much because they don't want buyers thinking that's what eBay sellers are. So work on making sure your seller status is good, and if it's not, ways to get that better. That is going to be optimal. Trying all of these different strategies, if your seller status is not optimal and is not the best that it can be, it's not going to matter. Become top rated. If you are not top rated, this is one of the most important things on eBay, because they will give you more exposure, and it's also based off of buyer behavior. Buyers are looking at top rated. Top rated just means that eBay is giving you a stamp of approval and says, hey, these are reputable totally said that wrong. But these are the best sellers on eBay, and these are trusted eBay sellers. This is going to, eBay has said once you became top rated, you are going to be more exposure, but it's also buyer behavior. Buyers are looking at this information as well. And then once you go through all of these, make sure that your inventory is what people actually want. If you have the best store and you're top rated and your seller status is good and all your listings are optimized, but you have inventory that nobody wants, it doesn't matter. So you can check out Terapeak. Terapeak is you can do research in there to figure out your inventory. Is it actually inventory that is working for you? You can also go in and pull listing or sourcing reports that is going to tell you, hey, these are like some good sourcing opportunities right now on eBay. This is what people are looking for. This is what people are buying. So make sure that you have good inventory. This is the basis for your business. If you are not optimal in all of these things, it doesn't matter. So first start there. The second step is going to be looking at the golden formula for golden formula for resellers. So if you're new to the channel, this is just a formula that I have put together that is going to help you make more money, right? And the reason for this is, well, I'll scroll down here. Maybe I should have put this one first. The reason for this is, look at the scale to the right. Right? An equation. I know it's really mathy. I have a spreadsheet that does all this information for you. And I'll show you that in a minute. I know it's really mathy, but working off of the numbers and working off of the math is going to get you where you want to go. Regardless of what category, regardless of what YouTuber is telling you, try this strategy. This is going to be the basis of what you are doing in reselling is going to get you there. The math and equal signs. Let's take it back to 7th grade math, friends. Actually, when do you learn an equal sign? Kindergarten. I think my kindergartner has learned an equal sign. It just means what's on one side of the equal sign is the same as what's on the other side of the equal sign, right? So when we look at the golden formula for resellers, our gross revenue, that's what we want to increase. What makes up our gross revenue? It's our sell-through rate. So how many items we are selling out of how many items that we have for sale. And let me scroll up because we have definitions up here. How many items you sell out of how many you have for sale. It's a rate. It's not, I sold 12 items, because that doesn't tell us anything. You sold 12 items out of 12 items, you're killing it. You sold 12 items out of 1,200 items, you got some problem spots, right? So we're looking at a rate. What percentage of your items are actually selling? And then your active listings. And then on average, how much they're selling for. Those are three variables. Those are the three variables that make up your gross revenue. And once you understand that, we look at this. If you want to increase your gross revenue, you simply need to increase the left-hand side. If this side goes up, your gross revenue goes up, right? And so from here, you have to decide which one of these variables do you want to work on. Which one of these variables, okay, because if you go and say, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna, you're not gonna know what's working and what's not working, and you're gonna spend a lot of time and effort on trying new strategies, on doing all kinds of different things and not knowing which one is the best use of your time. So from here, excuse me, pick which one you want to do. And how do you know which one you want to do? We're gonna scroll on down one more time. This is the golden formula for resellers. If you pick one variable to work on. Now, it is going to work if you pick multiples, and I'll show you in a minute why. But for the time being, I would focus on one variable. Break it down, make it easy. Focus on one of these variables and increasing it and see what it does to your gross revenue, and then go back and make some adjustments. Now, which one do you pick, Sarah? If you have access to a lot of inventory and storage space, you have very fast and efficient processes, and you have low time to source, sell-through rate is probably going to be the variable that is going to make the most sense for you. If you have a lot of access to high average sale price items, you have knowledge in luxury or collectibles or all of these things that are selling at a high average sale price, or this is something that you want to learn, if you would rather learn high average luxury items instead of fast processes, average sale prices for you. If you have limited storage space, if your items are selling higher, you need less of them to make more money. So that is if you work from home and you say, I can only have 200 items, average sale price is probably going to be the better thing for you. If you prefer treasure hunting and spending a lot of time sourcing and finding these high average sale price items to processes, average sale price, working on your average sale price is going to be better for you. Now, if you want to, I don't want to work on my sell-through rate, I don't want to work on my average sale price. If you're comfortable in what you're doing, you said, hey, my sell-through rate is fantastic, I like my average sale price, I'm really comfortable in what I'm doing, then increasing your active listings is what's going to work with you. And if you have access to more inventory and storage space. If you increase your active listings, that means that you are having to source more items, and you're also having to having to have more storage space. So let me show you why this works. This is the golden formula for resellers. Actually, let me pull the platinum. I have a platinum formula for resellers as well, because then it takes into account your cost of goods and your fees, and at the end of the day, your bottom line. Not what we're talking about today, but I want you guys to be able to see it. So like I said, I have the spreadsheet, I have the math for you. You don't have to do this math. Let's say your current sell-through rate is, we'll do it based off of mine. Mine is 9. I have 2,000 items. My average sale price is $33. I'm currently making $5,900. Excuse me. I want to increase that to, let's say I want to increase that to $8,000. So if that's the case and I'm picking that active listing strategy, I'm not changing any of this, and it's telling me, hey, to get there in 6 months, I need to be listing 10 items a day. I need to have 2,600 items, almost 2,700 items. But you can see if I want to get to $8,000 and say, hey, I'm going to start working on my sell-through rate, I'm going to get that up to 15%. Now I need even less items than I actually even have. It's telling me that I still need to list 10 items a day because this is assuming reseller nirvana. So I am selling as many items as I am listing. To make the money that I want to make, I need to be listing 10 items a day at $33 to get there, right? But if you say, hey, I'm not going to work on my sell-through rate, it's fine where it is. I want to increase my average sale price to $40. Now I need less, right? Now I need, I'm only listing 8 items a day and I need 2,200 items, which is kind of in between. But when you go in and you do too many of these, it's too hard to know which one is moving and too hard to focus on which ones are going to do. Now, once you have chosen which one you would like to do, I'm going to show you this Golden Formula strategies. It is not part of the download, but there is a link to it. There's a quick view of it and then a link to it as well if you want to say, hey, I picked my strategy, now what do I do? You pick a strategy, these are the things that are going to increase. Let's say you pick your sell-through rate, running sales, running offers, running promoted listings, listing quality report, cross-listing your items, getting your items in front of more people, becoming a volume seller, making sure you have in-demand inventory. If you're saying, hey, I want to increase my average sale price, learning new brands and categories, niching down into your high average sale price. So if you have the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard, you come over here and you say, hey, which category that I currently sell is providing me the highest profit? For me, it's bags and or sleepwear. Although this is a one-off because I don't usually buy sleepwear. I think something just really sold high. But niching down and saying, hey, I am going to work on my high average sale price. I'm only buying bags and jackets from now on. That is going to increase my average sale price. These little things down here, shorts that are selling on a profit for $18, I'm done. I'm focusing on my high average sale price. You can also do this for sell-through rate. So say, hey, I don't care as much about average sale price. I want to increase my sell-through rate. So all of these items that have a higher sell-through rate for me, jeans, skirts, that's weird. That's not normally up there. Jeans, skirts, sweaters, intimates, right? I'm going to focus on this. If you don't have the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard, you can start doing some research in Terapeak. Now, if you are looking at your active listings, you're sourcing more of what's working. Bulk buyouts, that's going to help you get more inventory, expanding your sourcing places based off of your data. So in the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard too, come down here and look and say, hey, which categories, which places do I go that are providing me fruitful resale value, that are giving me a good average sale price, that are giving me a good sell-through rate, and start sourcing there more or being more strategic in how you source there, when you source there, going more often, going on sale days, whatever it is. And then taking donations or possibly doing consignment. If you're going to increase your active listings, you need to find a way to increase your inventory. If you guys like this video, do make sure to like, save, share, and comment, and subscribe, or consider joining my memberships to support more content like it.